high fire danger, and we want to learn more about their efforts. So we have Jonathan Cox, a deputy chief with CAL FIRE's San Mateo division, joining us on the phone right now. Can you hear us?
I can. Thanks, Claudia.
Thank you so much for joining us. I know it's been a very busy time. I mean, this is something that was anticipated. I mean, the governor was talking about preparations that had been made underway. Certainly, I would imagine that the Bay Area fire crews were ready to say, hey, if you need us, we'll be there.
Yeah, that's right. It's really a tale of two winters right now for us at CAL FIRE. In Northern California, we've seen, significant rainfall, while in Southern California, it's still dry. In anticipation of that and the wind that was forecasted for this week, we moved resources from Northern California down to Southern California yesterday to pre-position. Those resources from the Bay Area, including San Mateo, Santa Cruz, and Santa Clara, were able to respond directly to the Palisades fire today. Shortly after it broke out, and additional CAL FIRE resources are en route as well.
Yeah, in terms of numbers, can you tell us how many people are down there aiding in these efforts?
Yeah, I know from that strike team alone, it's 25 people. We're one of several from Northern California. We have also activated a CAL FIRE incident management team to support the LA County and LA City fire departments in their firefight. And what that is 66 specialized members from throughout the state of California who will go and assist those local government agencies in setting up the logistics plans and all the necessary infrastructure to fight this fire.
And you talk about it being two different winters. We had a lot of rain up here in Northern California, so we are in fairly good shape considering the difference down in Southern California where things are dry and humidity is low, and then they have these high winds. But we certainly know in Northern California, unfortunately, how these wind-driven fires can work and how fast and how devastating and deadly they can be. Is that experience helping those fire crews and the strike teams that go down to say, yes, we have done this before?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you look at one of the biggest common denominators in large and damaging fires, especially for what we experienced in 2017 and 2018, wind is the major factor that always concerns us. That's why we take these red flag warnings so seriously, especially under conditions that are so dry. So these crews that are down there and the ones that are responding now, they're very aware of the conditions and what happens with high wind fires. And that also plays into the aircraft and when and how effective they can be used in these high wind events.
Yeah, it's hard because, we know it was coming. You can stage crews down there, but you don't know really kind of where it's going to hit or how it's going to really spread. And so you see the devastation of these homes, but you heard the fire chief at a press conference just a couple hours ago talking about how it started in the morning. They immediately put everything on it, but sometimes that wind is just too much to take, it seems, in order to, keep these fires from going.
Yeah, that's right. Wind is part of the weather is really one of our biggest challenges in fires. We can't control the topography, we can't really control the fuels, and we can't control the weather. And so when these winds kick off, it really becomes critical, especially under conditions that haven't seen much rainfall. So the firefighters are going to be out there. We'll get as many firefighters throughout the CAL FIRE system in place that get ordered to respond. There's also the California OES mutual aid system that's employed right now where fire resources from throughout the state from local agencies will be responding as well. So the process that we go through to fight these fires in California kind of fortunately and unfortunately is something that's well tested. So although it's burning quickly right now, there are additional resources throughout the state to respond there.
Yes, and I don't think people realize the amazing amount of coordination that goes into getting all of these agencies to work together and how effective that really is and how much that changes really hour to hour. All right, Deputy Chief Jonathan Cox with CAL FIRE's San Mateo Division, we appreciate your time and certainly our thoughts with all the firefighters on the line doing some great work to try to stop this fire.
Thanks, Claudine.
Thank you.